Come on in, y'all. Definitely, you are invited to this meal. We are making my mom's cornbread dressing. You're going to want to make this dish. There are a few steps to this, but I'm telling you, when it's done, you're going to be glad you took those steps. So I kindly made me a cornbread, put it in the refrigerator, let it cool off. I have everything chopped up already, onion, celery, bell pepper. I even have those organ meat that I love so much in the dressing, along with some chicken thighs, chopped eggs. These are all of my seasonings right here. We'll go over everything when we get to putting this together. I was serious about this prep work. I even have what I need to make my giblet gravy. So first I just cut that cornbread in half. We're going to get that crumbled up. My mom didn't use this step right here, but I'm using it. I'm telling you, it took it to the next level. It is the dry crumbs of the cornbread dressing mix. Next, I'm taking my bouillon powder mix, getting that mixed up to have as my broth, and I'm also adding a little bit more water to it, as well as broth from the bottle. Now that the dry mix has a wetness to it, I am adding in my chopped eggs, and that's 2 chopped eggs. I think I forgot to show you me adding the 1 regular egg to this mixture, but anyway, you're also going to add 1 extra egg to it that's not boiled. So what I'm doing now is stirring up my onions, bell peppers, and celery. And I just added in my boiled livers and boiled gizzards, because you need that in this dressing, along with those chicken thighs that I chopped up as well. So now I'm adding sage to the mix. You got to have your sage, poultry seasoning, black pepper, thyme, and use onion powder, garlic powder, and a little bit, very little, of the paprika to this dressing. I also use a little bit of garlic salt, very little. And once you add all of those ingredients to your dry mix, well, it's kind of wet now, you're going to need to add more broth to it. So definitely have some on standby. Get the mixture stirred up well together so that that cornbread and all of those crumbs will definitely soak up that moisture, because you don't want a dry dressing. And that looks good, and I haven't even baked it. I love the little white specks of egg that are in there. I baked turkey wings, and so I'm taking the broth because it has so much flavor in it, unlike the just plain bottle broth. This is going to add that extra flavor to your dressing. This is my secret ingredient, y'all. Make sure you do this step right here. I want to apologize in advance. I lost the footage of me pouring this into the actual baking pan, but here it is already in the baking pan, and all I'm doing now is just spreading it out and making sure everything's nice and even. And I did grease the pan before putting this in. You want to bake on 400 degrees for 45 minutes. I baked mine at 375 for almost an hour. This came out flawless, okay? Every bit of it looks good, and definitely every bit of it tastes good, and that is what's most important. The taste was everything. It was hitting. It was so flavorful. It was not dry, just delicious. So at this point, I was tired. It was time to make the giblet gravy. Normally, I don't make it this way, but I put a little bit of broth in there, and I cheated and used a packet instead of doing my gravy with flour. So I'm using this turkey packet here. I'm going to get this stirred up. I'm going to add my seasonings to it, and we're going to get this thickened up. We're going to add also our onions, chopped eggs, one chopped egg, and the gizzards and livers, and the chopped chicken thighs that I had earlier. I set some aside, and this is how I made the giblet gravy without using flour and doing it the old-fashioned way that I would normally do it. So it still tastes good. Again, we add salt, pepper, that's about it. Maybe a little garlic powder, and yeah, 1 tablespoon of sugar. But if you don't want the sugar, you definitely can omit that. That was black pepper going in, and I accidentally put too much, so I am scooping out. So be careful when you are doing that, which little area you have opened up. I thought I had the sprinkle area opened up, and I had the full area opened up, but y'all, this right here still turned out good. I took some of that out, and we just kept it moving. I also added some broth to that so that it would loosen it up and also have more of that gravy in there for later. I am so ready to eat right now, y'all. So this is the plate. We have our dressing. Look at these turkey wings right here. I have separate videos for all of these items on how I made it, but it's all coming together. We are now adding our gravy to this good old $1 million dressing. That is what I'm going to call it. That is how good it is. You have to try this recipe, you guys. So guys, I decided to come on screen and do my little taste test. Look at this. I mean, that dressing, wings. I think this might be the best dressing I have done. Best dressing ever. I love it. But thank you for joining me today. I will see you guys in the next video. Have a safe week. Get your items now for your meals, and I will see you in the next video. Remember that I love you, but God truly loves you more. He created only one you. Be the very best you can be when you are. Go out and spread God's love. Bye.
Just pulled up to the house, don't feel like getting out. I'ma just lay back and crack this Mom and dad's only daughter, do I make you proud? Writing my life in lyrics, do you like the sound? Seeking approval constantly. When it's my truth I own, I speak it, don't make sense now. Give it a good, put that on good when it gets hard. Stay on my job like no days off so you can go pull with that jukebox. My bad, 'cause I've been working all day. Catch a break, give a pretty brown girl her space. You can keep your bitter, I'ma make a better way. 'Cause I've been working all day. Catch a break, give a pretty brown girl her space. You can keep your bitter, I'ma make a better way. Hey, hey, already got the world on me. Give a pretty brown girl her space. You can keep your bitter, I'ma make a better way. Hey, hey.